Coach, bye week, a little break.
Yep.
Sitting at 3-8. What's your message to your guys before you get some time away?
Yeah, sometimes you need to buy physically or mentally or emotionally. I think this one timed up all three at that time. Honestly, we're a little depleted, and when you go through a tough stretch, like those are hard moments, and like you go through them, you hate it that you happen, but that does happen, and the lessons and the things you learn, they'll pay dividends. You don't see them right away. So the big thing was I want, man, just like our times together are intense, so like take that break, but I want you physically better, but also like the mental, the emotional side of that, come back replenished and ready to roll. What we had talked about even the night before the game was the word what's next, not compared to like what had been, but like what do you have influence over? And so coming back, that's really where I wanted us to lean in on hard, man. These are the things we can influence. This is how we go get better. And so that's what we intend to do.
And you brought it up there. You said it on the call just a little bit ago with reporters. There's so many lessons, hard to see them right now.
Yeah.
Is there like a silver lining to, you don't want to be in this spot.
No.
But do you believe there is a point where you could see maybe the fruits of this rough patch?
Yeah, you don't see them right now. The purpose sometimes comes later. You know, show that resilience. Some of the young players who are, developing and making some plays, that may not show its way, but it's hard. But it does reveal, who's down for the fight in all ways, and so it sucks when you're going through it, but you also know we're gonna get our way out of it together. And I love our locker room, who we are, like being there on the field last night. If you could have felt their intensity and energy for one another, like how hard they wanted to compete for one another, like that made me proud, knowing how hard they want to go battle for one another.
And you were in a position to win the game at the end. Is that just the most, because you said guys came in with the right energy, good week of practice. When you get that close and don't, you think you got right back in the win column and it just didn't work out. Is that even more heartbreaking?
I think as a competitor, you have to be willing to get your heart broke, to lay it all out there, man. Like, you got to be willing to go there. Those losses are hardest. When you feel like you're right there and then it flips on it. But what are the lessons from there? Obviously, there's ones where, converting on the fourth down, we muffed on a punt, to go, you got to make your kicks. So like those winning time moments, like nailing those, that's a really big deal too. And so when you miss them, there's a lesson that goes with that. What could I have done differently in the play? As a play caller, what would I have done different? So like it goes all the way around. So yeah, you don't want all of it to, not be worth it, the lesson.
Bye weeks a lot of times about self-scout, self-evaluation.
Yep.
For you, as you're looking, you're evaluating the road ahead. Is this a different bye week for you? As maybe comparing to years past as a coach or coordinator?
Yeah, I think everything's different when it happens. Is it earlier in the year or later in the year like it is now? And so definitely we need the guys to heal up. We need that. We also have some players that are going to they're on their way back already. They've been out for a while, but after the bye and weeks after, they'll be on their way back. So that's encouraging too, knowing that like more guys are coming and they've been putting in the work. So yeah, it's a little bit everything. How do we win now and keep developing players and bringing them along, especially the young ones, and making sure they're getting the right stuff, the right reads, the right looks to help their progression take place too. And
we saw Terry and Noah out there working off to the side. Obviously a good sign. Heard on the broadcast that Jaden was back here working out.
Yep.
For a young guy like him, is there value in hey, he's ready regardless of the record, let's get him some reps, or is it, some people might say let's pack it in and keep him healthy and we'll see Jaden.
Yeah, I get it. And everybody's got thoughts on all of that. And I think any competitor, they're ready to go. And you're just going to make sure, where's the guy's health at? Where's those things? Those are, to me, the most important things, like how hard these guys compete. You want to make sure that when guys come back, they're ready to do their thing at full speed. And that's no different than Noah or Terry or Jaden or any of the guys. So all those factor into it.
Made a change at kicker.
Yes.
With Matt.
Yeah, for sure. And it's a tough decision. Like Matt has been one of our most respected and just really cool teammates. Like great dude, very supportive. And so our business wanted performance, And so we just always going to make decisions that are best for the team. And at this time, we felt like that was the best one, even though it was very difficult to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying early on in the year, special teams is like your flagship,
Yes.
the Washington Commanders' flagship. How important is it to you to get every special teams unit on point?
Yes, it is, and it's such a big part of who we are. In a lot of ways, it represents the identity, the way we cover kicks, that kind of toughness, and so I love the field position that it creates, but also just, man, the energy it can bring for a team. And so our return side, the kick side, field goals, place kicks, all of that matters. And so Larry Izzo here has done like just a fantastic job of creating that and leading that. So yeah, it's a really important piece of what we are here. It's not just something that we talk about on the side. Like, man, we absolutely, believe in it, and we know the value of it.
I wanted to bring up Marcus too,
Yes.
because he's played pretty well, and
Yeah.
he just seems like the true pros pro, even
Yep.
when he's talking to us. How, as he's stepping in for Jaden, how nice is it to have a guy like that on
Yes.
your roster, whether he's starting or not?
Yeah, he's one of our most respected leaders here, and so they wanted to win also for Marcus too, and that's a big deal for the players to want to fight for him, because he has all of their backs, and he shows it in 100 different ways. It's support, it's keeping somebody after practice, it's the word or the teaching of it, and so. For him, having gone through ups and downs, there's like a wisdom about him, and the other players gravitate toward him, especially the quarterbacks, but not just the QBs. And so, yeah, we're thankful that he's here, and man, did we really want to deliver for him. So, he'll be ready for the next fight. I'm certain of it.
Well, one of his big connections Sunday was to Jacoby Jones, undrafted free agent
Yes.
rookie. Made me think of just because there is so much youth on this roster, draft undrafted free agents. How do you kind of weigh? Let's see what we got with these younger guys, maybe Jacoby or draft picks like Cam Medrano hasn't played too much defense.
Yeah.
Do you kind of assess the future with? Obviously, you want to win
Yes,
every all these 6 remaining games.
100%.
But is there a balance there?
You do have a balance there, and it's the right word, the right phrase. You want to win now and prepare some things for tomorrow. And it doesn't mean one plays, every snap, or it may not even be that remarkable to somebody that's watching. But those moments, those plays, they add up, over the course of some games. Okay, this person's putting in work, this is where we're going. And so, yeah, those are important things. And when somebody delivers on that, then they get a little bit more and a little bit more. So, yeah, it's important to do that too.
All right. Bye week obviously is huge for getting things back physically, probably mentally too.
Yep.
For you, do you get to recharge the coaches? Do you tell them take a step back for a minute?
I do. I try to do that for the players and for the coaches. Our times together are intense, like everything that we do, our meetings, our practices, the games, so all of that is intense. So for me, it's probably more for the summer. Right now as a head coach, are the coaches good, the players, the support staff, and so that's where most of my time and attention wants to go to make sure they're doing the right things, taking care of themselves. But no, for me, that's more the summer to do that. Right now, for me, I kind of just stay in it.
Very cool, Coach. We will see you after the bye. Thank
All
you
right.
so much for your
Sounds
time.
good.